Toto down my shoes, Euro step my move. I just caught the ring, yeah my.
Welcome back to another video. It's been a long time, since I've uploaded. People think I've ghosted, but no, I've just been busy. But now that I've got time on my hands, I was like, why am I being so lazy? Let me get some videos out. The video before will update you on why I haven't been uploading, but I'm making do with what I have now. Just trying to get on with it. Hopefully by next month, I can sort it out. But yeah, so you probably know from the title of what the video's about. We're gonna go into talking about first cars in the UK, cheap first cars specifically. Cars that you can afford, from £2,000 and below. Let's say £2,000 and below is viable options to get for your first car, which will be cheap on fuel, so fuel efficient, cheap road tax, cheap insurance. Because young drivers, insurance is always high. Cheap insurance and just cheap maintenance. So without further ado, let's get into the list. So the first car, which is possibly the biggest car like any young person gets, is a Vauxhall Corsa or an Astra, depending on what you prefer. But Corsas are technically cheaper than Astras, and you can get some for, if you're lucky, under £1,000. You can even get some nicer ones, £2,000. But maximum for first car, you don't really want to be spending too much unless your parents got the moolah and they're like, yeah, get whatever car you want. You want a BMW, Mercedes for your first car, then yeah, there you go. But if you're getting your first car, you don't want to spend too much, because you're gonna get a few scrapes and bangs and whatnot, and you don't want to be disheartened, you don't want to be hurt, you don't want to be crying saying, like, damn, crashed my car. But yeah, and for Corsas, you probably, for your first car, depending on who you are, you might want to get Corsa VXR or Astra VXR, which is the bigger engine, but most of the time insurance is high. So if you want cheap insurance, I'd say get maybe a 1.2 Corsa, Corsa C. That'll probably be under £1,000, Corsa C, or Corsa D, which would be a bit more, but depends on your preference. Depends on how long you have the car, depends on what type of driver you are, if you want A to B or you want something style. So the next biggest car is a Ford Focus or Ford Fiesta, depending on preferences again and price as well, because there's two price differences between them. So I think the Fiesta is I think the Fiesta is cheaper than the Focus. Don't quote me on it. Don't quote me. I didn't really do much research on it, but I think the Fiesta is cheaper. But yeah, Fiestas, it is what it is. 1 litre, 1.2, whatever. Just for your first car, get as low as possible, because just again, insurance, road tax, just be cheaper for you guys, just for your first car. And obviously, the cheaper you go, the more money you'll be saving for your next supercar. You get me? Next car is a Volkswagen Polo, not a Golf, a Polo, because a Polo, some of them are nicely designed, some of them are good. Again, 1 litre, 1.2, keep it low, insurance low, running costs low, road tax low, so just keep everything low. Now the next one is it Fiat Punto. There's just a Fiat Punto, and there's the Fiat Grande Punto. Whatever one, they're good price. They're low. Probably get it for $1,000, maybe a bit less if you're lucky. Depends on your negotiation skills. When buying a car, you have to be able to negotiate as low as you can. And then try your best to get as low as you can, and the cheaper the better. Exactly. So you save up money for mods. Again, another really cheap car is the Nissan Micra. Like literally, if you're looking for like literally a banger car to practice on, if you're practicing driving and you really want a banger, Nissan Micras are the way to go, because literally you can grab one for like £500. I think last time I checked, going for £500, which is like, okay, you're gonna scrape that car, you're gonna bang it, you're gonna ding it, no matter what. But £500 for a car, like, this day and age, for a car, that's nothing. So Nissan Micra is the way to go if you just wanna practice on it. Also, Citroen C1. Now with this one, I think Citroen C1s, they have the lowest road tax of all of them, which is £20 a year, which is dirt cheap. Because I've got Corsa and I pay 125, but it's £20 a year. When I heard that, I was like, damn, that is mad cheap. And again, 1 litre, 1.2, keep it low, keep it cheap. I know Citroen C1s are not the best looking cars, but it's just the first car. You want nothing special. I know probably all your friends will be driving nicer cars, because their parents are like, ching. But when you're paying for yourself, you have to think about your wallet, your pocket, think about the future, because you want to be driving a nice car, but no money for fuel, can't pay for insurance, can't do this, can't do that, can't do no mods. No, you don't want that. So exactly, think smart, think logical, think about your pocket, think about your second car, because that's the important part. The first car, yes, it's the first car, it's the first time you're on the road by yourself, but it's a learning curve. So try and save up for the second car and try and get a nice second car. Okay, second one, not a lot of people talk about this, but it's a Peugeot 206. People don't trust French cars, people don't trust Peugeots, but Peugeot 206 just does the job. It's an ugly car again, but does the job. It's cheap, 1.2 litre, A to B or A to Z, whatever. Does the job. Again, road tax is about 125, 140. I'm not too sure, don't quote me on it, but just do a bit of research, especially when you buying a car. Do a lot of research. When you're going to see a car, what to see, what's there to point out, the problems and stuff like that, common faults. It always takes someone with experience to go see a car with you. Don't go by yourself, because sometimes the person who's selling the car can, cheat you, and then you're like, oh yeah, this car's nice, and all of a sudden you're driving it home and there's already problems. You don't want that, and especially if you're paying yourself as well, like, that's gonna hurt. Next car is a Renault Clio. Now this car is another common one that everyone gets. Again, it's French, but Renault Clios are more reliable than the Peugeots. But again, don't quote me, because I've never been in a Renault Clio. I actually try to lie, I practiced on the newer models, but this is to my older models, the cheaper models, because we're out here, can't afford newer models, innit? Can't afford that 2020 car. No. Don't know why I did that, sorry about that. Next one, Skoda Fabia. Now Skoda Fabias, in my opinion, I don't like Skodas at all. Just don't find them. They don't look appealing to me. They just don't look nice. But other people have other opinions, and fair enough. That's your opinion. My opinion, I don't like them. So you know, is what it is. It's cheap. Again, probably $1,000. Under two. All of these cars are under $2,000. That's what I'm saying. Under $2,000. Then you know, cheap insurance, fuel efficiency. You know, depends how you drive as well. Fuel efficiency depends on how you drive. Like me, I don't floor my car because I can't, because my car is slow as hell. So I just you know, gone to the fact that there's no point in me just putting my foot down. Just drive normally. You know, no need to try and speed off everywhere because I know my car ain't gonna go nowhere. And then the last car is a Hyundai i10. Now again, it's a nice small car, good fuel efficiency. What else? Insurance is cheap, road tax is cheap, and all of these cars, these are just listen. I think the highest is probably the VW Polo. That's at 86, 90 brake horsepower. Other than that, these are all low brake horsepower, so you ain't gonna go nowhere with these. Like, you ain't gonna go past no BMW's M3s, no M5s, no C63 AMGs, no way. But even the nice nippy cars to get you from A to B, do you know your two little modifications here and there, and you know, just to get you by to save up for a nicer second car, which you'd be like, yep, this car is faster, I'm modifying it the hell out of it. And yeah, but unless you know you got a good job, you're lucky, or your parents are like, yeah, get whatever car you want, then yeah. But I'm just talking about from if you're paying yourself and you can't afford to get, you know, new cars. Your budget is $1,000, $2,000. You know, if you're lucky, $2,500, $3,000, $4,000. Depends on your budget. But if it's $2,000 and less, then these cars, it's what you need. You know, these cars do you good. But just in case I've missed out any, leave it down in the description box. Leave it in the comments. Also, tell me about your first cars, you know, because my first car is a Corsa. I'm still driving the Corsa, but you know, want to hear different stories about people's first cars. You know, leave it down in the comments. If you want to see more videos like this where I'm talking about, you know, giving advice about cars, insurance quotes and stuff like that, comment below. Yeah, so if you guys enjoyed the video, leave a like, I really appreciate it. Also, if you're new to the channel, subscribe, look at all our videos as well. And before I leave, stay safe, stay indoors, only go out when you need to, because this coronavirus ain't a joke, it's serious. So stay safe, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.
What I do is magic. I hop on the track and get the spaz and rip and break the shit till I get the crack, and all hell breaks loose when I get the packet.